this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
No one knows what the future holds, but you deserve a weather app that can help. WeatherBug is easy to use and provides forecasts for your every need, from storm warnings to pollen levels, right at your fingertips. Get the fastest local alerts and comprehensive 10-day forecasts wherever you are. Its hyperlocal, real-time customizable alerts make sure the weather never takes you by surprise, so you can plan every day with confidence. Download the free WeatherBug app from the App Store today and start getting accurate weather forecasts 24/7.
Tired of spills and stains on your sofa? Wash away your worries with Anabay. Anabay is the only designer sofa that's machine washable inside and out, starting at just $699. Plus, Anabay sofas are pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and feature changeable slip covers and modular pieces. Get up to 60% off site-wide with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit washablesofas.com to get yours now. That's washablesofas.com. Offers are subject to change, and certain restrictions may apply.
Flag football is exploding, and iFlag is leading the way. As the Guinness World Record holder, iFlag hosts premier flag football tournaments nationwide for boys, girls, high school girls, and adults. From first-time players to elite competitors, iFlag delivers top-level competition, unforgettable experiences, and a community built around the game. Ready to be part of it? Join the movement. Find your tournament and learn more at iflag.org. That's iflag.org.
Support for the show comes from Public, the investing platform for those who take it seriously. On Public, you can build a multi-asset portfolio of stocks, bonds, options, crypto, and now generated assets, which allow you to turn any idea into an investable index with AI. It all starts with your prompt. From renewable energy companies with high free cash flow to semiconductor suppliers growing revenue over 20% year over year, you can literally type any prompt and put the AI to work. It screens thousands of stocks, builds a one-of-a-kind index, and lets you backtest it against the S&P 500. Then you can invest in a few clicks. Generated assets are like ETFs with infinite possibilities, completely customizable and based on your thesis, not someone else's. Go to public.com/podcast and earn an uncapped 1% bonus when you transfer your portfolio. That's public.com/podcast. Paid for by Public Investing. Brokerage services by Open to the Public Investing Inc. Member FINRA and SIPC. Advisory services by Public Advisors LLC, SEC registered advisor. Generated assets is an interactive analysis tool. Output is for informational purposes only and is not an investment recommendation or advice. Complete disclosures available at public.com/disclosures.
Do you want to find a stress-free way to buy your next car? Start at CarMax and shop your way. And if you want to browse with confidence, get pre-qualified online with no impact on your credit score and shop cars within your budget. From luxury cars to family rides, CarMax has options for almost every price range, including more than 25,000 cars priced under $25,000. So, hey, want to get started? Just head to CarMax.com for details and get pre-qualified today. Want to drive? CarMax.
Our powerful military campaign to end the threats posed by the Iranian regime continued in full force over the past few days. They have been literally obliterated. The Air Force is gone. The Navy is gone. Many ships have been sunk. They're warfighting ships, but I guess they didn't know how to use them. And anti-aircraft is decimated, their radar is gone, and their leaders are gone. Other than that, they're doing quite well.
You're listening to the 47 Morning Update with Ben Ferguson.
Good Tuesday morning. It's nice to have you with us on the 47 Morning Update. We've got one big story for you. Airports are getting worse by the day. TSA agents are quitting, and the lines are getting longer. And now Republicans in the White House are demanding immediate funding, while the Democrats stall on purpose. So what is their next move? But before we get to that, I want to take a moment and ask you to help the people in Israel with my friends at the IFCJ working right now on the ground for all those in need. Having just come back from Israel, I want to paint you a picture. It's midnight, sirens are blaring, and you have only seconds to grab your child and run. Now imagine you're elderly. Your legs don't work like they used to. Getting downstairs feels impossible. And after all of that, you end up in a bomb shelter for hours, even days, because you can't make the trek again. This is what's happening across Israel as Operation Epic Fury continues. Children are being traumatized. Families are just exhausted. And homes have been destroyed. And that's why the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews is there, on the ground, bringing food, emergency equipment, care for those children, and help for the elderly and supplying the bomb shelters and medical centers for critically needed essentials. If you've ever wondered what it looks like to stand for Israel and stand for good against evil, this is it. And that's why I'm asking you to now please act. Give $45 right now to rush life-saving essentials to the vulnerables under fire. You can also call 888-488-IFCJ. That's 888-488-IFCJ. Join me and give and make a real difference. Online at ifcj.org. That's ifcj.org. It's the 47 Morning Update, and it starts right now.
Story number one.
It is official. Democrats got exactly what they wanted. There is a growing crisis at airports across the United States of America today, and it's directly tied to a political battle in Washington over the funding of ICE that is holding literally America's airports, and you, if you're a traveler, hostage. Right now, more than 50,000 Transportation Security Administration officers are working without pay after Congress yet again failed to pass a full funding bill for the Department of Homeland Security. The shutdown began after lawmakers failed to reach an agreement over immigration enforcement and broader DHS spending priorities. And the consequences, they're immediate. According to federal officials today, TSA union representatives are also confirming that more than 300 TSA officers have already quit since the shutdown began. Democrats knew that this was going to happen. They designed this on purpose. About 10% of TSA officers called out or failed to report to work during the first weekend without full pay as well. Normally, absentee rates are around 2 to 3%, meaning absentees have quadrupled or more depending on which airport you are going to. Some major airports have reported more than 20% staffing shortages during peak travel periods, and it's spring break for many Americans. And remember, TSA officers are considered essential personnel, meaning they are required to keep working even if they are not being paid. They will get back pay eventually. Now, ABC News and others are forced to cover this ongoing crisis. And as spring break surged, the strain has gotten even worse.
The spring break travel crush underway, expected to be the busiest ever as millions fill airports across the country. Early this morning, security lines snaking outside the airport in Austin, Texas. The travel surge coming as 60,000 TSA officers are already feeling the squeeze, receiving their first $0 paycheck today, with funding still halted for the Department of Homeland Security with no end in sight.
Morale is low. Your bills are still going to keep coming, but you have no way to pay them.
To ease the burden, food pantries opening up from JFK to Seattle. Denver's airport accepting food and gas card donations for its TSA officers.
It hurts the pride when you have to go and stand in the line, to receive food and things when the only thing you've done is show up like you're supposed to.
Nearly a month into the shutdown, more than 300 TSA officers have quit. Call-outs more than doubling.
President Trump demanding that these TSA agents receive their paychecks. Democrats are saying, no, we want them to suffer because we don't like ICE agents that are actually not TSA agents at the airport. This is what you call political revenge. And for many of these agents, by the way, the financial pressure is immediate. The average frontline TSA officer that you meet at the airport, their salary is roughly $45,000 to $60,000 per year, meaning missing even one paycheck can create major financial stress for families trying to pay rent, mortgages, groceries, as well as child care. Now, Republicans and President Trump have been leading the push to fund the TSA. Republicans in Congress say the crisis is entirely avoidable. They have introduced legislation that would fully fund just the TSA operations and the rest of the Department of Homeland Security. But Democrats holding America hostage during spring break have refused to advance the funding bill. They say unless immigration enforcement provisions are stripped out. This is all about political revenge. President Trump has repeatedly urged Congress to fund TSA and border security immediately. Trump said in a statement about the shutdown, quote, "Our TSA officers and border agents protect America every single day. They should never be forced to work without pay because of politics in Washington." In another statement on the DHS funding fight, Trump said today this, quote, "We must fund Homeland Security, fully fund TSA, and secure our borders. Republicans are ready to do that right now." Republican leaders argue that air travel security should not become a political bargaining chip, especially during periods of heightened global tension and multiple terrorist attacks have taken place in the United States of America over the last 10 days. At the same time, however, several prominent Democrats have previously called for dramatically reducing or even eliminating the TSA. Do you really want to fly on planes is the question all Americans should ask without going through security. Who are the Democrats behind this idea? Example number one, Alexandra Cortez, known as AOC. She's previously supported proposals to restructure or eliminate TSA as part of broader federal policing reforms. Ilhan Omar, another radical of the left, has also expressed support for reducing federal security agencies and redirecting resources towards what she described as other priorities, meaning you could get on a plane and not go through security. In 2020 and 2021, there were multiple progressive Democrats that supported policy platforms that proposed abolishing or privatizing airport security systems, arguing that the TSA was ineffective or overly intrusive. So therefore, you should just be able to take anything you want on an airplane. It's like, the honor system until a terrorist decides to blow up a plane. Those proposals are now resurfacing again this week during the current funding fight, with some progressive lawmakers arguing that DHS agencies should be fundamentally restructured rather than simply funded. Now, the airlines are now getting into the game. They're warning of security risks. Major airlines are now warning that the situation could spiral if the shutdown continues. And then there's the travelers themselves. They're furious over the lines. Just take a listen to NBC's local D.C. affiliate and how they are now talking about the real story of what has happened at the airports, all because of the Democrats.
Yeah, so much concern about TSA checkpoint lines all across the country right now. We can show you what it looks like at Reagan National Airport. Pretty good for the moment. Everything moving pretty smoothly right now. But it's what's happening behind the scenes here that's really starting to cause concern.
Well, TSA workers are about to miss their second paycheck of this ongoing partial government shutdown. And that's on top of what these workers went through during the longest government shutdown ever in the fall, where many missed multiple paychecks as well.
Adam, and that's the stress part is what's really not being reported, I think.
Joe Shucker is with the union that represents TSA employees in the Mid-Atlantic. Now, TSA sources are telling News 4 that it's gotten so bad that some workers are sleeping in their cars outside of airports, including Dulles International, because those workers can't pay rent or afford gas to drive around.
I know that's a fact, no doubt. It's a stressful enough job as it is. You're looking for bombs, you're looking for weapons, right? Now you have the added stress of, how am I going to feed my family tomorrow? How am I going to put gas in my car?
A senior TSA official confirms an internal report to NBC News that around 300 officers have now quit, and many, many more are calling out sick. That's part of the issue that's been causing long lines at some TSA checkpoints across the country.
At some point, officers are going to hit a breaking point. And like I said, it's going to be a perfect storm. We're heading into spring break, and the officers haven't got paid in 2 months.
When I asked him the solution, he said simply, they have to pay us.
Now, you add all this in with what the airlines are saying. Executives from American, Delta, Southwest have now urged Congress directly to resolve the crisis quickly. They warn that the continued staffing shortages could increase security wait times, force checkpoint closures altogether, and cause major airport delays nationwide. During previous shutdowns, wait times at some airports stretched to over 2 hours as TSA staffing shortages grew. The numbers behind the crisis are truly incredible. 50+ thousand TSA officers are now working officially without any pay at all. 85,000 Department of Homeland Security employees are also affected. 300+ TSA agents have already quit. And the absence rate from work is jumping day after day, from 2 all the way up to about 10%. Many airports are also seeing major shortages this morning as well. As I mentioned earlier, depending on how organized the workers become, some airports are reporting 20% staffing shortages. TSA officers, they're not getting rich. The average salary, as I mentioned earlier, $45,000 to $60,000 annually. And that's exactly why many of them are sleeping in their cars at the airport. So this is the bottom line for President Trump. Airport security should not be political. Airport security in the United States is now caught in the middle of a political fight only because of the Democrats. Republicans say they are ready to pass a bill that would fully fund TSA immediately. And Democrats are saying no. They want open borders. They want broader immigration concessions, meaning more legal immigrants in America, before they agree to give you Homeland Security funding. President Trump has also made it clear on another issue. It's time for you to call your congressman and your senator and demand that our airports are taken off the political chopping block.
Thank you for listening to the 47 Morning Update with Ben Ferguson. Please make sure you hit subscribe wherever you're listening to this podcast right now. And for more in-depth news, also subscribe to the Ben Ferguson Podcast, and we will see you back here tomorrow.
No one knows what the future holds, but you deserve a weather app that can help. WeatherBug is easy to use and provides forecasts for your every need, from storm warnings to pollen levels, right at your fingertips. Get the fastest local alerts and comprehensive 10-day forecasts wherever you are. Its hyper-local, real-time customizable alerts make sure the weather never takes you by surprise, so you can plan every day with confidence. Download the free WeatherBug app from the App Store today and start getting accurate weather forecasts 24/7.
Tired of spills and stains on your sofa? Wash away your worries with Anabay. Anabay is the only designer sofa that's machine washable inside and out, starting at just $699. Plus, Anabay sofas are pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and feature changeable slipcovers and modular pieces. Get up to 60% off site-wide with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Visit washablesofas.com to get yours now. That's washablesofas.com. Offers are subject to change, and certain restrictions may apply.
Flag football is exploding, and iFlag is leading the way. As the Guinness World Record holder, iFlag hosts premier flag football tournaments nationwide for boys, girls, high school girls, and adults. From first-time players to elite competitors, iFlag delivers top-level competition, unforgettable experiences, and a community built around the game. Ready to be part of it? Join the movement. Find your tournament and learn more at iflag.org. That's iflag.org.
From the creators of Jury Duty comes a new installment full of hijinks, hilarity, and hot sauce. This season, we're taking the comedy out of the courthouse and into the mountains for an annual company retreat. The catch? Everyone but the new guy is an actor. Oh yeah, and the company is fake. Season 2 arrives with bigger laughs, higher stakes, and the same heart that made Season 1 a cultural phenomenon. Watch Jury Duty Presents Company Retreat, streaming on Prime Video March 20th.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. I don't know if you knew this, but anyone can get the same premium wireless for $15 a month plan that I've been enjoying. It's not just for celebrities. So do like I did and have one of your assistants switch you to Mint Mobile today. I'm told it's super easy to do at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, equivalent to $15 per month required. Intro rate first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See full terms at mintmobile.com.